Welcome viewers to My Startup TV. We are at the High-Tech's exhibition ground where we are at the day 3 of the Industrial Innovation and Technology Expo 2023 organized by FTCCI in Hyderabad. Uh, Last 2 days has been quite exciting with the number of people coming in. The exhibitors have benefited from various connects. Today I have with me a very special guest, uh, Dr. Ram Babu, who specializes in sustainability, and he has got vast experience of 16 years in the sector. Currently, he's the advisor to Greenco Group, and also he's been the chairman for Forum for Sustainable Enterprise. Welcome, sir. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, Dr. Babu Garu, let's start with understanding what Greenco Group is all about. We understand it with the name that Greenco means it related to sustainability, but I would like you to throw light on what all the areas or what things you do as a company, as a group.
Yeah, our founders, Anil and Mahesh, about 15 years ago, came from Europe to India to explore the opportunities for environmentally benign technologies adoption. And they first looked at biomass utilization for generation of power, then later looked into the complete scope of renewable energy. And by 2018-19, we already had 7.5 gigawatt of operating renewable energy assets in India at different sites all over India. So we had hydro, we had solar, we had wind energy assets operating, and total capacity of these assets is around 7.5 gigawatt. We grown organically and also inorganically. But we know one thing, that in India, if you want to power the country and its growth with renewables, it's extremely important to have energy storage, because renewables are variable. They generate power when the sun is there and when wind is there, or when the water is flowing. And the demand can be at a different time altogether. May it be industrial demand, may it be demand for residential activity or commercial activity.
And even location-wise, it might be different. Probably the generation might be in Himachal, but the demand might be in Mumbai or Telangana.
Absolutely. And that is the reason why, as the renewable energy share in the grid increases, grid gets into a problem because it cannot manage this renewable energy. Because grid has to supply power when the demand is there, and this guy puts in power when he generates the renewable energy. So it was extremely important for our country to develop energy storage, and we started our company, and the promoters looked into the energy storage technologies, multiple energy storage technologies. They could be simple lithium-ion batteries to various other technologies. And after a significant amount of exploration, they zeroed in on some technology that is scalable and can be done in India within its own resources using the local skills. These are called pumped hydro storage, and they can be at a very large scale. In fact, near Kurnool, we are building 1.5 gigawatt of energy storage, pumped energy hydro storage capacity in India. And in India, you can build this gigawatt scale storages basically because, just like you could build gigawatt scale renewable energy power plants, our grid is quite integrated. We have an all India grid.
When you say our, you're talking about Greenco grid.
No, India.
Indian. Okay.
Indian grid.
Indian.
Since Indian grid is completely spread all over the country, okay, and it is very well integrated, I can produce renewable energy at a point and have my renewable energy stored in a pumped storage about 1,000 kilometers away. And my demand point could be in another 1,000 kilometers away, okay, where I can serve the demand.
So basically, a wind energy generated, let's say in Rajasthan, can be used somewhere in Chennai just because you have that kind of, the grid is well connected.
Absolutely.
And as Greenco, what the value add you're bringing to this whole, the grid existing and the demand, is the fact that you have
Energy storage.
energy storage, which is your
Yeah.
core, right?
Yeah. And intelligent energy platform, okay, which will be able to understand where is the demand, where is the storage, and where is the generator. After all, when I actually implement the system, I will not have one generator.
Yes.
I will have multiple generators. I will have one storage point and possibly multiple demand points. So this intelligent energy, renewable energy platform will be able to actually allocate, okay, the resources, generating resources to the demand side resources, to the storage resources.
Okay.
And we are building multiple storage resources, not just in one in Pinnapuram, but at least a few more such projects are coming all over India.
So, just to talk a little bit more about the storage, uh, is my understanding correct? That's very unique that you have built, which is not just relevant to the technology and the concept is coming out of India, emerging from India itself. Is my understanding right?
The concept has always been there. Okay, it is a very old concept. It has been used in California and many other countries quite a lot. But using it in this context to decarbonize the grid, decarbonize the electricity, is for the first time. And using it in a context of integrated grid, national level integrated grid, is a good concept. And also, out of this, we are able to provide 24 by 7 electricity at a cost comparable to a new coal based power plant in India. That means we are providing renewable energy when you want renewable energy, not when I produce renewable energy. When you want renewable energy, I can give you renewable energy at a cost
Which is from a coal-based.
which is like a new coal-based
New
power plant in India. So we are almost come to a situation because of the Green Coast innovation that there is no reason, no financial and economic reason to actually India to pursue new coal-based power plants.
And that adds to that kind of helps India achieve its emission
Paris Climate Agreement goals.
agreement goals. So that's quite interesting, and I would like to understand a little more about the Green Co's in-house innovation culture, and what do you have, because that would be of interest to a lot of students who are there here. They would be able to connect with it. So if you can talk about the kind of innovation culture you have, plus what how much do you invest as a company into innovation, and what's your next coming up?
Uh, our innovation in Greenco is driven at the top. Uh, our founder, both founders, Anil and Mahesh, if you go to their office, most of the time they are talking about or exploring new kind of solution. Okay, it could be actually making green chemicals or making green fuels. They spend, in my opinion, more than 30 to 40% of the time in exploring new decarbonizing options. Okay, I clearly see that on the match to make this pumped hydro storage option, they spent about a, a year or two exploring, discussing with various experts, etc., and made this option uh, come into fruition. Beyond that, because you have a 24 by 7 energy, renewable energy, they looked into the electrolyzer. They are considering or actually start making it happen. Local manufacturing of alkaline electrolyzers, which are actually best, they are best working in 24 by 7 environment, and they are less expensive. Before they could not be used basically because the power was not 24 by 7. It was a variable power. The alkaline electrolyzer, which is less expensive, now could be used because I have a cost effective 24 by 7 power. And then they have an architecture today, Greenco has an architecture today of producing green hydrogen, possibly at a cost bordering in and about $3 per kg, which is one of the lowest across the globe.
Very commendable.
Since we have that possibility of having the green hydrogen at a optimal cost or a good cost, good price, we are able to get into or consider manufacturing green ammonia. Very soon we will have a 3 million ton capacity of producing green ammonia in India and export it to Europe. And similarly, we have plans for green methanol, green or sustainable aviation fuel. So we are into green fuels and green chemicals because we have a green hydrogen architecture which is quite cost effective. So if I really look into what is India's decarbonization goals under Paris Agreement and how Greenco can contribute from the business plans that we are implementing today, okay, we can almost contribute to 5% of the India's decarbonization goals under Paris Climate Agreement.
That is, substantial impact you're creating, for the India's target and then leading to the global one.
Global.
So, what next for Greenco? What's your next vision as a company?
As a company, I think we are definitely wanting to build more and more storage capacities and match that with the renewable energy capacities being built by others or by us, okay, and then be able to supply to India's growth, fuel the India's growth with green electricity, which is reliable, affordable, and also clean.
And also, you are helping, with Indian forex not
Absolutely,
going out,
absolutely.
which is very important.
Yeah.
Also, you're also, the Make in India thing is,
Absolutely.
done. So you kind of taking many check boxes out there,
Absolutely.
for the country. Now, one of the things that you regularly hear about is the skill, human resource. Are there any challenges in that area? And if yes, how's Greenco, addressing it?
We have been, as we grew, we have been facing this challenge of having the adequate skills to support our growth of renewable assets. And we have been internally managing it and with a lot of efforts, lot of training, etc., etc. But what more importantly we have done very recently is that we look at the sustainability and decarbonization, energy transition and industrial transformation as a huge opportunity for India's knowledge workforce. So we need to equip ourselves with the skills and the knowledge so that we become the brain power for the global decarbonization and industrial transformation. So we have worked with IIT Hyderabad and founded a school, Greenco School of Sustainability. It will run to begin with an MTech program in sustainable engineering and also doctorate programs in sustainable engineering. And subsequently, these will be offered as a minor degrees in BTech in IIT Hyderabad, and it will also be replicated in other engineering colleges. We see that nurturing this talent around sustainable engineering and harnessing this opportunity of knowledge and skills across the globe, this opportunity could be as big or even larger than the IT opportunity that we had for India.
Oh, is that you're thinking? So this will become the next big, employment generator and also.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We look at that. We look at that way. Basically, see, in IT, globally in the last 3 decades, we were trying to reorganize information. And with decarbonization and industrial transformation, we need to reorganize the way that we produce energy and the way we produce materials. Information is a simpler thing. Reorganizing energy, reorganizing materials will call for much larger change.
It needs to be connected. You need to connect every geography point, isn't it?
Everything.
And that just not as in wind, you're in solar, hydro. So it needs to cover not just the geographical point, but also up in the
As
sky,
we
down,
go
right?
forward, our 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 uh, our mobility, our transportation systems should be supported by renewable electricity.
Yes.
Our transportation system should be supported by hydrogen or a fuel cell. And our steel has to be green. Our cement has to be green. Maybe we don't produce cement the way that we are producing today. Our chemicals have to be green. Our plastics have to be green. So we cannot net zero transformation by 2050 means the way that we are producing cement, steel, plastics, the
Basically
cars,
impacting every part of the
every part,
industries and manufacturing and
everything
life.
change. And for that, you require new knowledge and skills. Can India become the one of the important resources for the globe in this new knowledge and new skills?
And that
So,
is where education institutions
absolutely,
and industries like you,
yeah,
companies like you have to come together
and
and kind of, you know, roll out that
absolutely.
roadmap, isn't it?
That is how the Green Course School at IIT Hyderabad will work. And as you are asking about our innovation investments, we are also investing into various laboratories. We work with CMET to develop recycling technologies. CMET is in Hyderabad. And we also work with various other research institutions to develop various technologies. As I said, at our top level, on a continuous basis, we are exploring what are the new ways of decarbonization and what are the new ways of industrial transformation. So, innovation is a very, very important part of it. Okay, we are actually supporting 75 student entrepreneurs. We are conducting at present a competition across the country, and we will select 75 student entrepreneurs by August 15th. That is the 75th year of independence
Yes.
of India, and we will fund those 75 student entrepreneurs. This program is called Build, and it is done along with IIT Hyderabad's innovation program. So overall, I am saying innovation is absolutely essential for our business, and we have a good focus on it, and we are working on it.
There are many congratulations on that, sir. And my next question would have been that, you know, how Greenco is working or has plans to work with startups, because a lot of startups are currently in the, you know, in the sustainability space. Good to know that you're going to work with students. Uh, any plans of, you know, acquiring any startups which are into sustainability, or working with, collaborating with, or offering them, you know, access to your labs or innovations so that they can also build solutions and help you in the journey, or you help them in the journey? Any plans on that, sir, with working with Indian startups which are involved in sustainability?
Now, as of now, the initiatives that we have taken, I already explained. We are working with the
Students.
innovation
Yeah.
system at IIT Hyderabad, which not only does with students but also with
With startups.
entrepreneurs
Okay.
outside, startups outside. And this particular program of 75 student entrepreneurs is only for
Only
students.
for students.
Only for students. But similarly, we are also working with CMET, developing technologies and transferring those technologies to entrepreneurs, etc. So we have that interest. We know that existing technologies can only go that far,
That far, yes.
and you need to innovate breakthrough innovation and disruptive innovation to be able to do the remaining last mile.
And
Okay,
that comes from the next gen entrepreneurs, isn't it?
next gen
Because they kind
entrepreneurs.
of, you know,
Absolutely,
think
absolutely.
outside the box.
And at the top, again, I want to emphasize our founders are on a continuous lookout, not only for solutions, but also working with breakthrough solutions coming out of enterprises, startups, etc. Yes, we are in touch with. As and when such ideas come to us, we evaluate and we want to work with that ecosystem.
So, sir, today is the last day, third day of the, you know, Industrial Innovation Technology Expo 2023, and this is a premier one, first one organized by FTCCI. How's been your experience? We just walk
Oh,
around.
it's wonderful. It's wonderful, really. I see a lot of enthusiasm, and I also see the exhibitors themselves. And a few of the exhibitors are really wonderful things that they are doing. And there is one entrepreneurial group from IIT Chennai. There is one from T Works, and many more. many more solutions. I think a lot of enthusiasm. I hope this will continue and grow. And Hyderabad seeming to become a innovation hub as a city. It appears that way. We
I
have
think yes, I agree with you. We have been going to many. We continuously keep covering many startup events and business events, and we can feel that. There's a lot of buzz here, a lot of things
absolutely,
happening.
absolutely,
People coming. It's kind of becoming a melting pot for everybody
absolutely. It is
from
not
the
just
business.
IT. It's
Yes,
not just IT.
it's
I'm
cutting
saying
across sectors.
cutting
Yes.
across sectors. Yeah, I see that.
Thank you, Dr. Rambabu Garu. Thank you very much for being on our show, and
Thank
we
you.
hope to see you again
Definitely,
sometime soon.
definitely.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'll take it.
Uh, we have Mr. K. Srinivas from Solar Bull, and they are into renewable energy domain. So, how are you, Mr. Srinivas? First of all, let's start with that.
Fine, thank you so much.
And how's your experience been so far in this expo? This is the last day. So, what was the takeaway? How has it been experience so far?
It's a good experience. We are participating in an expo for a first time as an exhibitor. I've been participating in many events, particularly FTCCI as a visitor. Being the first time, we were apprehensive about the response. The day one was okay, and day two was fantastic. We had almost 70 visitors flowing into our stall. Not only having the number of footfalls more, but the kind of interaction we had or attraction we had with the members and inquiries was very satisfying.
So I believe that's the beauty of like when you have people and you are able to generate business or increase the visibility. That is what I think is more satisfying. So, sir, I would like to know more about Solar Bull, what it does, what is the vision of the company, and in which domain are you working in?
Sure. My name is K. Srinivas, partner with Solable Energy LLP. We are a 6.5-year-old organization with 22 members, employees. We are into this solar energy solutions. We are primarily into rooftop solar, ground mount solar, solar fencing, and solar street light. They're the four verticals we are into. Our primary target segment is C&I, commercial and industrial consumers of electricity. So the primary motto is to save electricity for them and get an attractive payback on electricity for them, in addition to being part of a sustainable journey.
Right. So when I talk about environmental sustainability, that is a very broad yet very important topic, especially in the today's world, right? And when you talk about solar fencing or harnessing the solar energy for our own benefit, may I know like how do you see this industry growing in the near future, and at what scale will this be? Because considering the limitation of other fuels and other ways of generating energy, how good is this in terms of environmental sustainability, how much it supports, because it's all natural, until what level it can be harnessed?
If you see the journey of renewable energy, it's almost like more than 25 years in India. But the significant impact and significant scaling up started from about 13, 14 years back. And today we are at a stage where it is one of the fastest growing industry, the renewable power energy, solar, wind, hydroelectric power. Among all these alternative sources of energy, solar is the fastest growing for the simple reason that it is uh, it can be set up anywhere, unlike other technologies. You can set up from a small 3 kilowatt solar power plant to a 3 gigawatt solar plant kind of a thing. And fortunately, in India, is one of the fastest growing renewable energy sector and country in India in the global scale. And it is growing at all levels, like a gigawatt utility scale power projects, commercial industrial power projects, domestic power projects. So every sector is growing very fast in India, and I see significant growth in the next at least 10 years. There could be some variations, like today it is a grid connected solar power. Tomorrow it could be energy storage, and tomorrow, maybe after a few years, it could be offshore solar power projects and floating solar power projects. But I see at least a growth, tremendous growth over the next 10 years at least.
Sure. So one challenge I see, I'll be very honest in asking you this, because I really see this. I really want a solution for that, and I really want this to happen. That solar, when we talk about adopting the solar energy, right, and using it in a day-to-day life, I see societies opting for it. I see bigger malls or other industries opting for it. What about the domestic household? Because they still see this as an expense rather than an investment. So, what is the challenge for? Like, how do you see that as a challenge? And if you have any solutions, or in the future, if you want to move in that domain, I would like to know.
Not anymore. If I could share some of my personal own statistics. 3 years back, when we used to approach about 20 consumers, one used to show interest or get converted. Today, out of every five people we approach, one gets converted. In addition to that, we get inquiries on their own approaching us, almost like 10 inquiries every week. So that's a level of adaptation, level of inquiry, and level of understanding people have today. What I could say is that still the overall adaptation of solar in domestic sector is about single digit. Uh, to increase the utilization as well as adaptation, I suggest if there are more financing options available, and there's more encouragement from the government in terms of promotion. So I think the acceleration or the speed of adoption will increase significantly.
Right. So you see this hydro power or other sources, renewable sources, as a competition to the solar?
Not at all. They have got complementing areas, like solar is during the day. If you take about wind, it is predominantly early morning hours or nighttime hours. And wind is predominantly maximum recoveries during the monsoon seasons, whereas solar is always in sunny days, summer seasons. Solar is fully complementary with wind. And in terms of hydro, of course, it's in a different, completely different sectors segment. So these are all complementing areas. I don't see as competing areas.
So, according to you, the major support required is in terms of promotion and knowledge, right?
Yes.
From the government's end, and financing from some bank partners or investors putting in their money and showing interest in the solar field, right?
Yes, money multifaceted. Not only government banks or private banks. I mean, there could be NBFCs coming in. There could be different innovative financing concepts could come. Maybe for employees, government employees, private employees, business owners, professionals. Different people have different financial backgrounds. Everybody should be able to have some kind of a financing options. Somebody may be needing a 5-year option. Somebody may be needing a 15-year option. If there are more options, the pickup will be high. As you know, today the automobile industry is fully dependent upon bank loans. The bank loans contribute almost 60 to 70% of auto sales. Today, that percentage of loans to solar industries, I see about maybe about less than 10%. The availability increases. This the picking up. We can see from the auto example that it could pick up that many fold.
Sure. We have ICICI Bank here. I'll be talking to them about this, and I'll try to get their insights as well, because this is for our development of our country as well. So, any last message you want to give to the camera or to the people who are listening to you?
Yeah. We thank all the visitors who are coming out here. I think they had a great time seeing many solar and EV companies here. In addition to that, there are many startups incubated from T-Hub. I wish the participants will have a greater exposure and insight about the company and products. I believe many of the visitors should go with some inquiries or some conversions. And I wish every exhibitor and the visitor all the best.
Sure. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for being here. And may I know your stall number, please?
Stall number is B4 and B5. When you enter hall 1, you have to take a right turn to come to my stall.
Yeah, please do that.
Thank you so much for having me here.
We have Mr. Upen Kumar from Macromedia Digital Imaging Private Limited. So, Mr. Upen, first of all, I would want to know what you are into, what the products are, and how is it helpful for your clients rather than, from other products in the market.
Yeah. Hi. Hi everyone. Working. Hello. Hi, everyone. Very good afternoon to you all. First of all, I would like to thank FTCCI for having us here and talking about myself and my company. And I would like to tell you, myself, Upen Kumar, and I'm a sales professional having 15 years of experience in the similar industry for our construction and interior market. And I would like to say I'm very thrilled to talk about my company, that is Macromedia Digital Imaging Private Limited. We are a 23 years old dynamic company, but still I would say we are very young and dynamic in the sense we always offer something new to the market. We are, even if you are 23 years old, but every single day we work towards clients requirement, and we offer completely a new solution to in everyday basis. And we are into, actually nowadays, if you talk about the visual communication is a very important tool for anybody to talk about the brand, their brand identity, and we are here. And I would proudly say we started our company with one machines, but right now we are 40 plus machines and offices. All of we cater for pan India requirements, having 9 locations offices, and it has happened within a 20 years of time span. And if you talk about definitely in the details, my company, we are into brand identity, providing a complete solution from starting from the product to end product delivery. And we have a very good uh, combination of young and the experienced people who always ready to cater for clients' requirement.
Right. So talking about the young and dynamic team, we FTC are a 106-year-old organization, and yet we are like trying to get as much new faces and take as much new initiatives as we can to promote the businesses, the industry, and commerce in the Telangana part. And surely, 23-year-old is not is a really long journey, but yes, of course, we do need young blood and young initiatives to rush in, right? So talking about the digital imaging part, I would just like to know, like, so this is a complete solution for an entrepreneur. Say, if I have to start a business today, what do you have to offer me?
See, suppose you want to start your company. Definitely, for companies, which is the first things is the logo. Logo is any company, they are very sensitive about the logo, which is the brand identity. So, as I said earlier, also visual communication is very important tools to promote your brand identity. So you must be having your logo, which you want to place it in some places where people can easily identify which place you are into. What is, because logo is nothing, just it's kind of identity of this company, and they are sensitive in the sense of color combinations and the kind of design which has been done. So those placement of your logo, we take care the complete solution. Even if you are taking up any new offices here, we provide a solution that you can place your brand identity in such a place which will be easily visible, and when people will come into your place, they will feel and they will know about your product in details. Because as I said earlier, I have my designs team who can design your facility in such a way that people will know about your company, and they will, it will talk about yours on behalf of that company.
Yes. So to just as per the understanding, this is a end-to-end solution to increase the digital appeal of the brand, to make it more noticeable, to and so that it is in the head of people. When they see it once, it should stay there for a longer time, right?
Yes, yes.
And we offer solutions right from the scratch, from the logo till the designing work of your office infrastructure, as well as the other creatives that we need to provide, the offline part, exactly, right?
Yeah. Exactly same. When we start, first of all, my design team will interact with you to understand your look and feel, how you want to make your facility. In that way, we will be designed it. After designing, it gets into the production, and the installation. So when I'm talking about end-to-end solution, starting from designs to the final product which is coming on your facility.
Sure, because that is the most interesting part. Because if I today talk about logo design or any other graphic design, it is available on the internet. I can do that. But customizing it as per the customer requirement, as per the feel of the customer, because as an entrepreneur, as a business person, you have that emotional connect to the brand. You see the brand in a certain way that it gives value to the customer as well. It the logo reflects the nature of business, the vision of business, and the longevity of that. So
Exactly.
so you help that emotional connect to develop.
Yes, yes. And the other things I just want to add on this. See, when we started this business 20 years ago, people were not talking about much about their brand, but now people are talking. And sometimes when we design any facility, they will sometimes people get bored out of that seeing the same stuff for 3 years, 4 years. So nowadays, that is why I'm telling we are a very young company because earlier it was only a print kind of stuff. Now we are adding not only print but it's a combination of 2D plus 3D. Even we are going one step ahead, providing a interactive walls where you can do the interaction. People, when I'm talking about any corporate offices, when people will feel bored, they can come down to that wall and they can talk, and it's nothing out of the box, but also it is related to their brand, and they can interact with the, so they will not feel bored about this. So we are always, in fact, we are very much working for our community people, and we go to the remote area of any particular state. If you talk about their cultures, we bring those cultures into the facility so that there will be a complete connect with their brand in terms of, and along with the culture of India.
Sure. So when you talk about the culture of India, I have a very important question here for you. How about the affordability? How affordable are you?
We are affordable. We are available, affordable always. If you are talk about culture, culture is something. It is indirectly you are helping our culture people. Well, there are so many artists who are staying in the remote area, but people don't know them. But and they cannot get this kind of platform to expose their talents. So we are working on behalf of that. We are going there. We are taking their culture and bringing it to the facility. So people are, even nowadays, if you see in the corporate offices, many people are coming from remote area and they're working in our culture, corporate culture, but still they are connected with their own culture, and it's a very good working atmosphere, which will help those candidates to perform well in their businesses.
Sure, I feel this is a really great initiative when you talk about artists from the rural areas coming to work with you, because it's a normal thing in our. We talk about culture, we talk about being like connected to the roots of our place from where we belong. But at the same time, the fact about today's world is my dad was born somewhere here, somewhere else. He worked somewhere else. I was born somewhere else. I'll be working somewhere else and staying there. So that is the way the world has been functioning. And if you can still do that, I think that's a great initiative to have.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sure. Anything you want to just tell to the people who are here? Any message you want to give?
Yeah, in fact, I have seen there are various students have come. They might be they just want to know what kind of industries are there, how these industries are operates, and I would advise everyone just take any industry, but you need to work in a very passionate way, and you come to our stall, which is there in A1 and A212. I can talk more about my company, and all the best. That's it.
Sure. The world is moving towards tech digitalization and designing plays an important part there. And I believe the students here will get to learn, because the idea of them being here is surely about learning, because they are the future entrepreneurs. They are the future business people, or the future people who will build other businesses, right? They are the people who are going to do that. And that's a really great thing, sir. So J1, J2, please do visit those stalls and try to learn as much as you want to about macro media. Thank you so much. Thank you for being
Thank
here.
you. Thank you.
And it's a multinational company. where we are in the power electronics field for last 85 years.
85
Globally,
years.
85 years. So it started its business from 1934. So since then we have a long journey with the different products, and what are the products that we have? It's very unique um, for any kind of application. Either it may be telecom, railways, oil and gas, defense. So and now we are in energy management products also. Energy management products, yes. So when we talk about products, all products are what we are designed are innovative, modular, scalable, and high efficient products. So this will be supporting any kind of industry where they are expecting high efficient systems.
So when we talk about energy efficiency, right? Because today, just seeing the consumption of electricity of energy, any kind, be it any kind of energy, that goes onto a very higher scale. So how, like when we talk about the efficiency, how these products help and are better than maybe your competitors, or will be better for the clients who are using this? Any USP you want to share about your products?
Yes, of course. The products what we have designed is modular based, scalable, and high efficiency, as I told. So this is very unique. Where now it's very compact. So it's when you talk about energy efficiency, where suppose we take uh, peak shaving, I mean peak demands. So for such kind of applications, this will be very useful, wherein you can bring down the peak demands using our systems. So these are all hybrid systems where it will be connected to renewable. It supports renewable. It supports energy storage. It supports in grid interactive. So with all these concepts, where we can what we call we can save the energy.
Sure. So, with the AE plus T power systems, your major focus is environmental sustainability, and at the same time increasing the productivity and of your clients who are using it, right?
Correct. Yes. So let's take an example of uh, a commercial IT office. So wherein now the situation is like any company wants to save energy and as well as energy bills. So for this, they wanted to look for some alternate energy solution wherein we provide that in such a way that it will comes in a single product with all solutions. This is a modular and scalable with better efficiency.
So, what exactly the product is? Can you share some light on that? What exactly
So
the
we have a
product is?
product called Stability, Hercules, Sierra. So these are all different models where based on the application and based on the size of the demand, we design the solutions. So that's what. Let's take about stability. In stability, it's a three-port system wherein it connects to grid and to renewable as well as with energy battery solution. So I just give the concept how it works. When there is a power from the grid, right? So your loads will be connected through grid, and in case of grid non-availability, either you can prioritize will be connected to your renewable energy or to your battery. And when there is either way you can do it. That means if there is if you wanted to prioritize first to utilize the renewable energy, and when there is no power from renewable energy, then you can prioritize to battery and then to grid. So either this way or that way we can use it. Any of the directions we can use that power.
Right. We have a lot of people who, like, majorly all entrepreneurs and people who have got industries or plants for manufacturing, and so you can surely provide a solution to that. Did you happen to visit the stalls and see what is out there? Did you happen to visit the
Yeah,
expo?
of course. Last 2 days, it's really encouraging, and there are a lot of partners and customers visited our stalls, and they got a lot of knowledge about our products. And really, this is a very interesting platform where we are able to share our products information to all the clients or customers.
So, what is the future? Where is the future going in the next 4 or 5 years in this industry, and where is the company having the share,
Yeah,
the market
see,
share?
actually in India we are there for last 15 years and we are growing, and our clients are trusted, and we wanted to continue the same journey with our existing customers as well as with the new customers. So that is our motto.
So you say that the market is really big when it comes to power systems and energy consumption and retention. So of course, in the coming years, this becomes a very major challenge for brick and mortar industries, right? As far as I say, right? So is this a solution? Is this what the solution is to when you talk about conservation or sustainability?
Yes, of course. This supports to decarbonization and net zero metering kind of solutions. Yes.
Sure. I think thank you for being here. Anything you want to just tell to the people here or who will be watching you on the camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you very much to FTCCI and our Belgian consulate who has supported us in providing the stall here, and I hope everybody enjoyed, and we'll see next time onwards.
I wish you more inquiries coming your way.
Definitely, yes.
Sure. And I request you to please visit the stalls and see what uh, services you can support and you can partner with, so both can grow
Yeah, in
together.
fact,
Sure.
last 2 days I gained a lot. Rather than our products, I have seen different products, solutions from different stalls. So this will be a good opportunity for me also.
Sure. Thank you so much for being here. Yes. We have Miss Nidhi from UB Fly. Hi Nidhi, how are you first?
I'm good. Thank you so much. How are you doing?
So how has been your experience so far in the expo?
It's been interesting. This is one of the few expos where I have seen versatile verticals at the same place and companies across different industries in the same place. So, partnering in a multi industry space is something that I found interesting here.
Right. So you can actually get some partners inside the hall itself in
Yeah,
other stalls.
absolutely.
Sure. Nidhi, just tell me more about your company UB Fly and the product Truth that you are into. So just give me a brief about that, please.
Sure, absolutely. So, truth, the name stems from one of our core values, which is staying true to your roots. Farming as an occupation in India is one of the first occupations, right? And we've grown globally based on that occupation. So, right now there are a lot of challenges in the farming and the agricultural industry. So, the reason we decided to step into this area is drones is making a lot of progress in various industries. Here, we would like to reduce the dependency on human resources, and we would like to reduce the amount of operational costs that farmers have to undergo, and also save a lot of time and energy by using our drone. So, Truth is an agricultural drone currently with a tank capacity of 10 liters, wherein the chemical or the fertilizer or the pesticide, anything that they require to be sprayed in on land can be filled into that tank, and whilst they are able to cover or spray 2 to 3 acres per day manually, the same 3 acres can be covered on a single charge in 19 minutes using our drone. So what happens is with a swappable battery pack, they can easily just swap out the battery and continue operating. So as opposed to spending several hours manually spraying, they can just stay at the place they are with a live stream on any device that they have access to, and the drone will take care of the spraying operation for them.
Sure. So talking about the drone that you spoke about, the Truth product. So this since I see that you are a social media manager, and so how easy or tough it is to connect to the your target audience, because see, today's social media is majorly about lower attention span. It's either a 15 seconds video or a 2 hour podcast, right?
True.
So that is where the generation is today. And when we talk about your audience, your target audience, they need the content very much consumable in their own bit language or their own plane, because in India, I was talking about the Indian culture now, so it is somewhere related to that. People will only relate to the product when it is happening in their, like, if something is happening in Jammu, it doesn't like interest me what's happening here, right? So
Definitely.
how easier or tough it is to cover that plane, because this is a big initiative, I must tell you.
Right, right. So it's a yes and a no. It's both easy and yet not so easy. So everything, a lot of things is based on two primary factors. One is trust and second is emotion. As long as they are able to trust the product that we are offering to them and they see value to it and they see the solution is beneficial to them, we've built awareness. Secondly, as long as they are able to see that we're not trying to encroach or try to say deviate from what they're already doing, but also use this as an add-on to simplify their process, it'll help them connect with us. All right. So now, when it comes to the language barrier, it is something that we are working on. It's a work in progress, but that's where social media comes in handy because it's a visual medium, right? So even if the language may not be easily accessible or understandable, visually, if you're able to depict what the drone is capable of, it is something that they relate to and they see the need for it. We're able to create awareness. But it is definitely a work in progress and we take it one step at a time.
Right, because considering the initiative and the work it is doing, obviously it is efficient. It is like a because I have seen literally people suffering because of this infections from pesticides and insecticides in our farms. I've seen people having shorter lifespan because of that. People who regularly spray, and that is why they have people to that do that. The laborers to do that. The bigger farmers don't do it, right? So. Just coming on to that, how is the affordability of this product? How is it affordable? Is it like what is the business model? You're selling it to the farmers, or to make it more easily available to the small farmers, are you leasing it out to them as well? So I would like to know that.
Sure. So as we are a nascent company ourselves, primarily we are looking to sales, all right? But we do understand that affordability is a little bit tricky. So we are also looking at reaching out to FPCs and FPOs and banks whom we can sell it to, and then they can probably help us subsidize it to the farmers, right? Or they can offer it to them on a lease or on a per hour or per acre basis, which will help them move, use it at a more affordable price. The other way that we're also considering doing things is also that if you look at it from a different way, right? When you look at services on a per hour or a per acre cost over a longer period of time, you'll probably end up spending a little more than this method, because once you buy the drone, your only major cost is probably replacing the battery or maybe the propeller in case something happens to it. Besides that, it has a good life. All right. So it's a one time big investment, but it'll last you a lot longer. So in the long run, this is probably the more efficient way. So we're looking at other options where we can probably look at split investments or something of those sorts, where it'll make it more accessible to them.
Right, because as far as the mindset goes, as I have seen in villages, because to be very honest, we all come from small towns, right? That has been our roots, and so one farmer or one agency has a tractor, and then they lease it out and use in their farms. Are you in the future? Can you look at any such model to make it more scalable in terms of a business?
Yes, yes, certainly. So we're also looking in terms of operations and services, like you've suggested, as we scale, because we're partnering with other units who could help us execute this as well. As we scale, we'll also be able to scale operations and make it more accessible for them.
And how about the training? Because drone flying requires, I believe, some professional training and a licensing. So how about that?
Yes, so we have our own in-house team. So what we've decided to do is, along with the drone, our team will go and train the farmers. And once it'll take about a week, 10 days for them to be able to understand how this functions. So we will train them, and then in case they have any queries or any issues, they can always reach out to us. So that's how we are doing this as of now.
Sure. So that's perfect. And so the final thing I would want to ask you, how big you are seeing this industry as, because obviously agri-tech is a major thing today, and obviously that is something that is in boom, right? Agriculture and basically tech today is, after COVID, it has accelerated like anything, right? It is the new virus, actually, to be very honest, right? People are being infected, losing their jobs also. So yeah, tech is the new virus. And agri-tech is a very big domain, and people, and interestingly, after COVID, agri-tech has grabbed a lot of attention from people, because I think everyone is moving in that area, right? And everyone wants that purity of the land, right? So, how big are you seeing this industry as, and where does your company stand?
Sure. So, if we see today, the number of drone companies that India has is probably 3 to 5 times than what it did a couple of years ago, right? Moving forward, this is only going to increase manifold because one, there is a lot more acceptance that there is today than it was a couple of years down the line. Two, people are realizing that how efficient and helpful this is. So, and agri drones are just one aspect of what agriculture or precision agriculture can do. This technology can be embedded in different ways as well. This is just one part of the entire agri-tech space. So it is definitely, a booming market, like you said.
Right. So, I like recently had an issue with someone trying to import a drone
Okay.
to India, carrying it, and it was not allowed. So, are they made in India, and what's your take on that?
Yes, yes, they are made in India. There are certain parts of it that we've imported because the technology being available and also it being more economically feasible for us. But yes, it is developed in India.
Right. That's a perfect thing, because at least assembling reduces the cost by a big fraction. To be very honest.
Yes, yes.
So I hope you get some good connects here, and of course you can, because there are a lot of organic farmer, like people, companies who are into organic farming, and you have 1 Agri Products right here, right?
Yes, exactly.
And they have a lot of connect with the farmers, so maybe they can utilize this solution for their farmers to increase their benefits.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
So hopefully you get good connects here.
Thank you.
And let's see you in the next expo maybe. And
Sure.
by then, maybe much better, like much bigger scale that I'll be interacting you at.
Absolutely. I look forward to that.
Sure.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
So thank you so much. Hello. Uh, so we have Dr. Banu Priya from BR Medical Research and Software Solutions Private Limited. First of all, ma'am, welcome.
Thank
And
you.
how are you?
I'm doing great today. Thank you.
So, ma'am, first of all, as it says, medical research and software solutions, these are two very different terms, two very different industries. How you manage to like connect them together, and just tell me about your company, please.
Yes, my firm is started 3 years back. We are into specialty food making services. The aim is to produce a product without preservatives or any chemical use. And as humans interact in production, that's where we get contamination chances more. So automation is the next level what we are looking at. We also work with small here and there other automation processes in manufacturing. So my company manufactures food soup products which are without starch, and they've been clinically studied and proven, and it is trademarked under MyGly Index. And second food category is we have removed electrolytes and making it safe for who cannot excrete or metabolize the electrolytes properly. So mainly maybe for the kidney conditions or uric acid for arthritis, etc. And we have made foxtail millet based zero sugar breakfast replacement drink. So these are patent applied as well, and we have been funded by Raftar Angru Poshan Incubator in Tirupati, and and two more trademarks have been filed. So in nutshell, this is what. And work in progress is we are working on epilepsy and Alzheimer based food products.
Right. So when we talk about breakfast replacements,
Hmm.
uh, for a person like me, of course, that becomes a challenge to replace
Okay.
the breakfast.
Uh-huh.
But on a very positive note, today there are a lot of people who are suffering from these two major diseases, as you mentioned,
Yes.
arthritis and kidney problems.
Yes.
So
Sugar as well.
yeah, sugar today is a fashion, I believe.
Acha.
It is a smallpox.
Okay.
It happens to everyone once a time.
Okay. Okay.
So sugar and blood pressure now,
Uh.
I don't think it's a lifestyle now.
Okay.
Of course,
Okay.
today in this generation, in this lifestyle, everyone has these two diseases,
Yes.
blood pressure and diabetes.
Yes.
But at the same time, this is a very major threat as well, to be very
Yes.
honest, right? Because lot of brain strokes,
Hmm.
blockages,
Hmm.
these are happening because of these two, three major diseases.
Hmm.
So, how do you think, as a medical research and software solution organization, and who has got foods which can literally help, if not cure, but delay the
Progression of the disease.
right.
Yeah.
So, how do you think your product can act as a major barrier to help us protect ourselves from these outcomes? And what is the next step, and how we should like take care of this thing? How serious this thing is?
Yes. See, currently our formula with low electrolytes is going for clinical studies. So I don't want consider as a studied claim, but I will tell you the scientific principles. The inflammation in kidneys and more toxins what we add from our food like creatinine or sodium, potassium, phosphorus and calcium. We don't give time free of this for the kidney to heal itself or a time to reduce the inflammation. So, our food will give you the time to reduce this toxin load in the blood. And it has very various scientific principle where it gets absorbed in the body, why it gets absorbed, what is the pH or osmotic pressure, etc. But core principle, this breakfast replacement, which is difficult. So here we are giving a food with sugar control, with no cholesterol. That is why we have used foxtail. Foxtail is not a one which emits a lot of carbon when you eat. It gives very low but consistent energy. Okay. So for these patients, this food provides a time period where toxin-free food can be taken. So, in a broader sense, we are awake for 15 hours a day or 16 hours a day. Normally, I think youngsters these days are different. So, 16 hours, in that you take a breakfast and don't eat anything up to 12. You give 6 hours toxin free time to your body to detox. So, we don't use millet just like millet because millet has some drawbacks as well. So we worked first making millet safe for consumption. Like we reduce the phytic acid level, which is anti-nutritious. It will prevent absorption of zinc, which is needed in diabetic condition, etc. The amount of uric acid in the product. So we have reduced that. The reason for diarrhea after consuming millet is insoluble fiber. So we have reduced the insoluble fiber. So we first worked on millet flour. Then only we convert into a food category. So now in food, you are getting a no sugar drink, which is 350 ml, and it will help you to kill your hunger up to 12 o'clock. This means 30% of the carbon HbA1c can be reduced.
Sure. So, talking about food, let me just talk about the automation also, as you
Oh,
spoke.
sure.
Right. So, today the world is completely moving towards tech,
Yes.
right? And as I said before this, also, after COVID, actually, we were developing,
Yeah.
but after COVID, this pace has at least been 2x or 3x, right?
Yes.
And because of which there are a lot of issues also in our when you talk about employment, employability, or other stuff. So, how do you see automation interlinked with the food processing,
Yes. Yes.
food processing, manufacturing, and the farming industry? And till what extent can it be beneficial? What can be the scale at it where it can be
Yes, yes,
implemented?
that is a very interesting and important question. As a startup, you require very less manpower if you can automate everything. But the cost to automate everything is equal to 10x manpower. That was the feedback which I got. So, what we have done is wherever possible to develop a program, we continue doing that. So we once we raise our second round of funding, we would be able to make food which is untouched by humans. But it doesn't mean he will eat it directly. He is going to cook. He is still going to touch his own food. So now in our case, we manufacture soup products. It has green chili powder. The moment you open, however face mask you wear, you will start sneezing and burning. So that is where our automation is important. There is a mixing process where the dust comes out a lot. The particle size is below 90. In those conditions, automations are very critical for us in my industry. When we make a food product which is soluble in water, it does not have any moisture. We want to measure it without we touching it. Their automation is so automation is I see it's a very required, and every industry in food side should have core functions automated. Maybe packing, sealing, anything direct handling the product. If it is automated, we will be. My products are preservative free. So many times during COVID, we have to throw the products because we are not able to reach the shelf. Okay. So if automation is there, we would be able to claim more shelf life, less chemicals or less energy utility, and also the packing errors which involves from human handling, that will be very less in
Right.
automation.
So when we talk about the shelf life of a
Uh-huh.
food product,
Uh-huh.
obviously it depends a lot on the preservatives and other solutions that we use, be it deep freezing techniques or removing the moisture vacuum storage techniques. So there are a lot of techniques that we use on a
Yes.
normal basis, right?
Yes.
So just coming to that, how about the demand and the supply gap? Because the shelf life needs to be increased because there's a lot of supply.
Mm.
The demand for these kind of products, according to me, needs a lot of branding, marketing, understanding, and knowledge to the people. The acceptance has to be on a higher scale. Right. So, do you see that as a challenge in the future, or do you think the market is moving towards acceptance in a very faster way?
See, I would tell what happened in our case. When we developed this product, we don't do. We have been on research for 3.5 years just to launch two foxtail millet powder. They sound so simple, but when we do this background core research, it is very complicated. So when we brought this product into the market, branding expenditure or funds to do that was very low. But in this event itself, we can explain what we recently got FSI license. Well, not even 1 month. We are able to explain. People are able to understand, and people are more educated about these two diseases. And we thought, our innovation is great by removing electrolytes, but the diabetic and no sugar is the word they want to hear. Okay, so our product got attention because of this word. We had some reasonable sales, and the industry acceptance on branding, if we think in broader, moment you want to do a Google ad with the word diabetes, no, it is very costly. Yeah, when there are so many startups here, so many people are walking also who said we are into these services. So startup for me, coming over here this event, it give a chance to meet many platforms and various activity in my stall directly. If I have to do with two legs, no, it will be like so many days of work. So this we also met somebody who's into industrial automation, somebody who can procure machineries for us, somebody can develop an app for our business staging. I think I may be one of the person who used it fully, and there was people who said they can make a video for these products, branding for this product. 3 people are willing to do a study to know how to promote those products. So it was very helpful being here. Industrial acceptance of this product is whether it is a prescription based food or it is a non prescription based food. These two question drives the branding. Here if I say medically prescripted, then I need to do a lot of marketing exercise and expense, but we are in FMCG sector only, so our branding activity has to go continuously in hand with our sales. So we are, reasonably budgeted now to do branding, and branding for diabetics is difficult because so many fake products are also there. You come with the research data, you will also publish the same thing next day, and so many misconceptions. Eat onion, eat whatever, onion skin also they advise. So those scenario you are dealing with promoting a scientifically tested product, it is difficult to brand overcrowded market.
Yes, yes, of course. It is a difficult to brand thing. So, do you look at a B2B segment more when it comes to this kind of a business? Because again, tying up with hospitals, the medics, the pharmacies will give you a bigger visibility, and you don't have to put in a lot of effort. But again, you have to compromise on the gross margin of the product there,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh.
Or the B2C where it is going to take a lot of effort and lot of marketing, that is a tougher job at this moment.
Uh-huh.
So what do you think is a better way to
See,
market
I
this thing?
did get a few leads for B2C business in this event itself, and also equally B2 customer who walked in, who asked about this product, tasted it, and taken away. So I see both, and I'm comfortable talking to customer than selling to one person, because you're able to clear all his doubts,
Right.
which other business entity who's taking the responsibility of selling this may not acknowledge it so seriously.
Sure. Solution is there.
Hmm.
We all want it. We all want the solution. I want the solution.
Yeah, you should visit
Yeah.
stall 16.
Stall stall
16.
16, right?
Yeah.
So we all want the solution. Adaptation is one thing that we need to work on. Are we ready internally? Are we woke enough to see that solution and adapt it in that particular manner? That is where I think we have to question ourselves, and
Yes.
that is where you
Yes.
come in to
Yes.
educate us.
Yes.
And thank you so much for being here, and thank you for giving your time. Anything you want to tell to the people, the stall owners, or
Yes, yes. It is very important people understand organ donation, organ preservation, preventing a disease progressing it. So everybody should work on these three aspects. Whatever problem, you should try to stop progression. So that is one of the things where diabetes and kidney patients don't do. Many times diabetic patients get hypoglycemia and they think it is a normal sugar flank. Actually, it may be an indication of your kidney failure, because the diabetic drugs also is excreted to kidneys. If kidney fails, it will be circulating in your body. So many of us don't know this truth. So it is very important. I want to send this message. Also donate organs. There are many people who are in need of it. So that's it. Thank
sure,
you.
and also don't spoil your organs. That is equally important. So thank you so much, ma'am, for being
Yes.
here. Thank you
Yes.
for giving us
Thank
your
you.
time.
Thank you.
Uh, Good afternoon. We have Mr. Jatil Sharma here from Tejasvi Green Energy Private Limited. So, sir, I would just first want to know how has you been your experience here, and what kind of response have you been getting from people who visited you?
Oh, thank you very much, first of all, for having me here and our company here. It's been a pleasure. Well, we are a company deals with electric vehicles for a very long time, but we have been, being in the niche market, and we don't advertise much for our products because we have a target audience, our target clients, and considering as a niche product, we have not thought over having such kind of a requirement to participate in some kind of a expo, although we have been participating in a lot of other awards and all. But yeah, this is the first time at this scale we tried doing it, and it's tremendous, fantastic experience. People are so nice, especially the organizing committee. They have planned it and also executed it very nicely. very meticulously, and also the audiences or visitors, those who have visited us. We are taking our own time to explain them. It's not like very quickly giving them the product demonstration or something. No, because we have been thinking that we have been doing solutioning rather than selling the products. So for solutioning, first thing is that you need to understand the pain points of the business or consumer or customers. Majorly, this has been the case in our company. So it's been very nice and good experience for all this. This is the third day, right? Thank you.
So as they say that every business starts with the pain point, right? And when I talk about the green energy, obviously today there is a huge requirement because there is a lot of limitation when it comes to the conventional fuel market, right? So how do you see this industry evolving? Because I'm very sure in the past, no, not a long time back, but in the last 2 3 years itself, the industry has grown twofolds. Is what I can see. So where do you see this industry industry going in the coming years, and what would be the scale? And because I was reading somewhere from Uber that by 2025 they are looking all the vehicles that comes to your doorstep from Uber to be the green vehicle. So that are some initiatives being taken by some bigger companies, some bigger giants. So where do you see this industry as, and how important this is for the generation?
Right. Um, uh, well, so from the beginning, it's been almost 2 decades since we are there in this industry. And you won't believe, but almost till last 5 years back, it was more like rather than doing business commercially, making it viable, we spend all our time in bringing up the awareness and a lot of awareness programs, and more like you meet the clients, you understand their uh, pain areas, as we said, and try to give them solution. And when you come up with a solution which is not on the your traditional ice vehicles or something, basically we are a mobility company. So any mobility solution when you give them on electric, I'm talking about 2 decades ago, the acceptance was very low. Two things have a few things, not two, but few things have maybe added some kind of attraction in this acceptance of electric vehicles or electric mobility per se. One is that unfortunate thing, Corona came up, and everybody started loving Mother Earth, knowingly or unknowingly, that we should care for Mother Earth, and we
Beautiful
should,
thing.
yeah, they thought that we should care for environment, nature, and all those kind of things, which led to sudden surge in demand, especially in individual mobility cases, like two wheelers, three wheelers, and all. We, as a golf cart manufacturing company, uh, our numbers also increased, added up. The reason is that a lot of people started living away from the cities. A lot of people have their own farmhouses, and then all other industries are also growing, like hospital. So these are our target industries: education, resorts, hospitality, then zoo parks, airports, railway stations. Everywhere there's a after Corona, maybe everybody started growing up, and it added to our volumes. Apart from this, as you said, that after few years or after 5 years, like Uber example that you have quoted, well, that's a very good thing that Uber is thinking, but that's not the only initiative coming out from them. We also know that government is doing really good, and they're pushing everybody to adapt to the electric vehicles. In fact, there's another scheme by Niti Aayog, and they have been doing it for quite some time now. It's called FAME, Faster Adoption and Manufacturing of Electric Vehicles in India, under which government is encouraging people to opt for electric solutions for mobility, and for that they are subsidizing the cost of battery. Another good thing which is going to add more numbers, as you all know that recently we have found lithium mines in Jammu Kashmir and Rajasthan. So far, the any kind of mobility solutions, the heart of it is battery, and battery is lithium ion generally people are using now, and lithium contents are imported from other countries, neighboring countries, especially China. And therefore, now if we have our own lithium mines, probably the cost of acquiring such kind of vehicles will also go down, which will increase the acceptability among the consumers and people around.
One thing I want to talk about here is the awareness, right? Of course, there's a lot of awareness in the EV sector today.
Yeah.
Like if I could see, say, as I told, 2 years down the line, I would see one or the two videos every day where some scooty will be burning, some car would be burning. But today there's nothing like that, right? We hardly see any such videos or any such reports on news. So did this awareness, did this acceptance add extra layer of responsibility to the research team and the manufacturers? What's your take on that?
Absolutely, and as you say that you don't have to make mistakes to learn. You can also learn from others' mistake. So what happens is every time this kind of accident happens, I'm sure that responsible companies like us and few others, they study it thoroughly, and whatever precaution is required, we take up into our products. But mainly, it has been happening because this industry got opened, and a lot of demand started coming up. So, new entrants are bound to come, and when they come, probably they are not so prepared with the technology or something. They want to just push their products in the market quickly, and therefore there are chances of having some kind of a loose ends in the entire system.
Right. So that is where I think we need a brand like yours, which is responsible and who just puts in their effort and time in the product. Because there are many such like new brands who just don't see if the product is really fit for the market or not. Right. So these things happen because of that is what I also agree on. And bigger players like you or people who invest so much in understanding, prototyping, use cases, and then implementation. I think that solves the problem to a mile. And so, coming to the same question, just talking on the other point, the awareness is increasing for sure. The acceptance is there for sure, and now it has also become somewhat trendy to use an EV.
Right.
Right, from the Gen Z perspective,
Right.
also from like like from the millennials perspective, actually people are looking for an EV solution.
Right.
But when I talk about the cost part of it, it is equal to the other solution as well, the conventional solutions that are available, right? So obviously, as the manufacturing goes up, as the demands increase, the product value will come down, and the more be it charging stations or the setup will be there, the rates will come down. So how do you think that is that a some is that kind of barrier today that you see it as, or because people will start comparing this, people obviously this should not be compared because two different solutions, but people do compare that. So how do you see this as?
True, and actually, we in the industry as well as in the government and other bodies like FTCCI and other commerce organizations, they all understand the requirement which has to go inside the consumer's mind. And when we talk about this, uh, basically awareness is nothing but to change the perception of people. So when we say, like you mentioned it rightly, general consumer perspective is that this is equal cost or higher cost, but that is only the acquisition cost. When you talk about the running cost, variable cost, it's drastically low in terms of EVs. But having said that, having taken this into cognizance, we, along with the government, both the sides, we understood, and government has come up with, as I said, that FAME subsidy for reducing the acquisition cost of the vehicles. Another important point which you touched upon was safety. Now, for the safety of it, in the recent past, as you have seen, some of the cases were, and because of easy accessibility of social media, it goes like wildfire. We all like to see negative things first rather than positive. So anything is burning, it immediately catches your eyes, and then your mind goes into that. But having experienced such kind of things, a deep study was done on it, and now the authorities have come up with another standards for batteries. It's called AIS 156. In the AIS 156 standards, it's nothing but basically your machine should communicate with other important things, like your charger should communicate with your battery, and battery should communicate with you. So as a layman, we understand that lithium as an element has a limitation. It works well with between 0 degrees to 60 degrees, and in this part of the country, especially in Telangana, Hyderabad, and Ramagundam being on the top.
Right. The Telangana Mobility Valley was set up, I think, a couple of months back.
Yeah.
Right? So,
Yeah. So here the temperatures are different, and to maintain the lithium, which is the essential element of battery pack assembly, uh, government has come up with this plan, and of course it has come from the industry, our association, that AIS 156 standard, wherein it will communicate with the batteries and chargers, and whenever it is touching the dangerous levels, it should cut off the system. So, with which, as you have seen, the new vehicles which have come up now, the cases are really, really rare now. But there are challenges, and I'm sure that these kind of challenges will come up with any industry which starts from the scratch and gradually picks up the pace.
so one thing, the final question I would want to put up here, like a year ago, I was in Noida, and I was seeing many societies opting these golf carts
Yeah.
for their because no vehicle is around on the ground level anymore, because obviously Delhi pollution index is really high.
Right.
Right. So no vehicle would used to be allowed there. So the vehicle would only be in the basement or up to the club, and golf cart will assist you from there if any guest has to visit you, or only EV vehicles were allowed in
Yes.
that case. Do you think this kind of initiatives by societies and the construction kings, such as be it My Home, for example, one of the biggest ones here, and I think they also work with the government at some level. So, do you think these kind of initiatives will help the sector and the environment in general?
Yes, as they are the industry leaders, I think they have already taken this initiative. My Home is our very old client. For last 10 years, they are using golf carts for all their projects. They have beautiful properties coming up all across Hyderabad. And it's not limited to one or two construction companies, but most of the leading construction companies are having a right kind of thought process. They are going for this, but now the need is that everywhere, like you see in developed countries, for some of the streets they have made it okay to drive golf carts, although they are not registered. The registration process is like homologation process, which is very tedious and expensive, and therefore we keeping our products within the legal limits, we give them 24 kilometers per hour speed only, which is under the CMVR Act. And now this has to percolate down. A very good thing, our state, Telangana, what we have seen is it's not only the properties or builders or construction companies, but also hospitals are using it. I give you a very good example. One of the five-star hotels, they had a challenge wherein they had to bring the food from their central kitchen to the banquet halls, and the chef, being the chef, top class chef, he says that any petrol or diesel vehicle should not come even 50 meters away from my kitchen. We give that smell will go into your biryani or whatever food. Okay, so we give them a solution wherein our vehicle directly goes onto his table without having any pollution, no noise, zero pollution, zero emission, and they were so happy. Similarly, there was one case study which was done at Nagpur Medical College earlier. Their dean was my good friend. So the challenge was, such a large medical college, where the ambulance, on-road ambulance, drops the patient in terms of any emergency or accidents, from the point where this patient is being dropped, from there to the operation theater. If we do the time and motion study, it used to take about 8 minutes. And with the help of our vehicle, we reduce it down by 4 minutes, just half. By doing this, it can save a lot of lives. Our vehicle directly goes into the operation theater, and from operation theater to any ward or anything, because there's no pollution, there's no emission, it doesn't contaminate anything. So more and more innovative ideas we are incorporating in our product portfolio. Our commitment to our clients or this industry is that at least one new product we will launch every year, and that we have been doing. So right now we have 20 products in our portfolio. In last 18 years, we have developed 20 products.
So that's a really good initiative, to be very honest, because innovation is the most important thing that we need. And the best example that I always talk about to anyone I meet is about the Sony Walkman.
Yeah.
The way they were marketed, that it will fit in your shirt's pocket,
Yeah.
but actually the size was bigger. So they gave their salespeople a bigger pocket, compared with bigger pockets, to market that in, and they sold it because Sony manufactured it in bulk.
Right.
So the product did not fail, but they innovated it with a hook. So that became a style statement again. And till today, they are working on that and like making them the design more and more innovative. So that is, I think, where the EV space is right now. Right from golf carts to a hospital just entering in the building. I think that's a very good in like a initiative of innovation that you are into. And I wish you all the best. And thank you so much, sir, for giving your time. Anything you want to tell the camera or who will be seeing us? Yes.
Thank you very much. And my message to everybody who is seeing us here discussion. I mean, although there's a very good movement of electric vehicles, but there was a sudden down because of certain incidents. But we can assure you that EVs are safe. Only thing is, we request you not to compromise on quality. When you compromise on quality, probably you may not know where you are compromising. So simple thing is that if something is some product which you are buying and you think this is very economical or cheaper, definitely they cannot give you the quality. So stick to the good quality, and I assure you that EVs are safe. And for better future for your next generation, we must adapt to the electric vehicles for your regular mobility and any other mobility. Yeah, thank you.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
Hello once again. We have now Panditji from Zealabek. Attention everyone. Today we have Mr. Akshay Panditji from Zealabek. Welcome you, sir. And I hope that this exhibition was helpful for you. As today we are concluding this exhibition, we hope that in future as well, companies like you should get more exposure and should take the most leverage out of it. So I welcome you once again, sir. Can you please detail something about Zealabek and how the company is running and what products we do have with Zeal?
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Akshay Pandit, and I'm from Zealabek India Private Limited. Our company is a German MNC. It is headquartered in Kunzelsau, and it is more than 115 years old. And in India, we have been since past 15 years. Our products are industrial fans, and we cater to different kind of uh, fields and applications like heating, ventilation, and air conditioning, refrigeration. And in context of this exhibition, we are exhibiting our fans which are suitable for renewable energy like solar, wind power, and transformer cooling fans, and also like food processing fans, the fans which are used in food processing equipments, basically for different food processing applications like noodle frying application, chocolate cooling application, like that. And we are also into EV charging, fans for EV charging stations. So EV charging stations have got power electronics which dissipate heat. So to cool that down, you require fans. So we have very compact solutions, small diameter fans like 190 and 220 dia fans for cooling those power electronics. So basically, this is our product portfolio.
Quite a good range of products.
Yeah.
So how do we see Zealabek see its future, our vision for next 4 to 5 years, or say 10 years of span?
Zilabix, like in context to different kind of application which we are into, in that renewable energy and uh, our EV chargings are coming uh, in a huge numbers now, and government is also taking initiatives for green energy and reducing the carbon footprint. So in terms of that, our company have got those kind of fans which are suitable for this solution, and we can contribute in a way in the initiative taken by the government. So our products are also recyclable. Our impeller is made of recyclable material, which also reduces the carbon footprint. And our fans are with external rotor motor EC technology, which are energy efficient and ultimately reduce the power consumption of the machines in which it is used. So that eventually helps to the reducing the energy load on the country. So the tagline of our company is proud to save energy for my country. So we stick to that motto, and we are very proud of our products which cater to different applications and save energy.
It's really nice. So you've told about that company is also ISO certified. So what process efficient methods do you use for your say sales and administration?
Our company is a ISO certified company also, and for sales processes, we do follow audits, and all audits happen in our company, which conduct through which the audit is conducted for different kind of processes, and in that sales process also comes. So we demonstrate our sales process to the auditor. So eventually, our process is like whenever a lead comes, we contact them and give our product portfolio and educate them about what we can offer them. And we mainly focus on giving an optimum solution to the customer and not just sell a product. Our vision is to give a value addition to the customer and not just sell a product to them. So we give an optimum solution to them, and based on that we receive orders, and that we have a internal system which is connected to our German system, and we the order entry process goes through that, and after that our internal production team processes the components, and the assembly process takes place, and after that invoicing happens, and every process is defined and well audited by the auditor of the ISO certification.
That's really great. As you said that the company is originated in Germany, how is you say reflecting the name Zeebebek? What we should get idea about?
Yeah, it's a very interesting story actually. Zeal and Abeg are two surnames. They are two German surnames. So the founder of our company, Mr. Emil Zeal, uh, he founded the company in 1908, and he's actually the pioneer of the external rotor motor. Our fans are basically of two parts, which is a normal impeller and a motor. And the motor is not a standard internal rotor motor which is available in the market. It's a new technology called as external rotor motor. So Mr. Emil Zeal is the pioneer and founder of the external rotor motor. And through the years, we have evolved that technology and implemented uh, a solution to the customer where they can speed control our fans. It is called as EC technology, electrically commutated motors. So normal internal rotor motor fans require external VFD, variable frequency drives, to speed control the fans. But our being the EC technology, you can just get a control signal from your external sensor, and via 0 to 10 volts you can uh, speed control our fans. So our EC technology is a game changer when it comes to part load. Usually other fans, they consume high power in the part load condition, whereas EC fans, being highly efficient fans, they are a game changer in the part load conditions when the load is not much in the room or any environment. So our EC motors are also IE5 certified motors, and it's the highest efficiency one can achieve with the motors.
That's really great. Uh, See, technology is still evolving with the EC motor, external rotor motor. How these products are, say, BDLC motors are also, BDLC fans are also coming up. How this product is at par with BDLC?
See, BDLC motors are for different applications. Our motors are for different applications. As such, that technology is also evolving, and even our technology is continually improving. But we try to give solution not only from the motor point of view, we give solution as a complete system, and we focus not only on the efficiency of the motor, but on the complete system. So our fans, we always say, is a one unit, and the one unit is consisted of the impeller and the motor, and we also focus on the impeller part of it. Our designs are based on the nature's inspired from nature. So we have fans like outlet design fans. We have Zeta bluefin technology, which is inspired from blue whale, fins of a blue whale. So inspiration from nature, as in our if you come to our stall, we can show you that the fins of the, like, blades of the motor have got fins, corrugated fins. So that is inspired from the wing of an owl. And the owl, if you see, it has got serrations on the wings, so they reduce the air cutting noise and reduce the turbulences. So that unique design helps the entire fan to reduce the overall, power consumption. And not, it is not only about the efficiency of the motor. And our next another impeller called as Zeta blue fin. It is inspired from a fin of a whale. So it has got a unique corrugated design on it. So when a whale, it has to, eat, catch the small fishes, it creates a volute inside the sea. And when it's creating that, the other fish doesn't come to know about it because it is so silent. So our impeller was designed based on that inspiration. So this is kind of technology we bring to the market, and our company invest around 6% of our turnover every year into R&D activities, and we have got almost 300 plus people in our R&D department. So that speaks about how much we are into innovation and technology and focused on energy efficiency.
That's really wonderful. When we design our products, design thinking is very crucial. And Germans are at par with design and technology and the deployment as well. So I request Akshay Saab to please detail about your stall, where you are present and how we can reach. Is there any online platform, or how we can connect to you? Any business or a buyer or a distributor can reach to you?
We have got our LinkedIn page of Zealabek India Private Limited. You can contact us via this. You can follow our page on LinkedIn. Also, we have our website, of Zedlabeg India Private Limited. It's a global website, and anybody can access that and have a look at our products. And you can also, we have also our fan selection software on that website. So anybody, it is available for free for everyone who are interested in buying fans. So you can access that software and select your fan. Also, our sales representatives are available throughout the country. We have sales offices in Delhi, Mumbai, Pune. It's our headquarters. Then we have sales office in Hyderabad, in Chennai, in Bangalore, and in Ahmedabad as well. So our sales representative are there to help you out if you have any requirement.
It's really great. And we wish from FTCCI that company will grow like anything. All the best, sir. Now I request you to please have a photograph.
Yeah.
Anything you want to say?
No, thank you so much. Thank you for having me here.
Now we have with us Dr. Kalpana Gajala from Sukalpa Organics. Welcome, madam, to be the part of this exhibition. And I request you to please give a short introduction about you and your product and services.
Namaste everyone. So myself Dr. Kalpana. So my startup name is Sukalpa Organics. Actually I am a doctorate from pharmaceutical background. So my research is completely since 8 to 9 years based on preservative free amla juice and aloe vera juice. So since 8 years I struggle a lot to make this preservative free juices. So first 5 years I didn't get any success or options, so many failures are there, but even though still I struggle for it, daily I do homemade juices, because everybody knows amla juice and aloe vera juice, they are very healthy for everyone to detoxify the body and gives immunity to the health. But whatever the supplements and healthy products we are taking, but along with the preservatives we are taking, so my question is there, we are taking nutrients but along with the chemicals, so what is it? Just we have to take every healthy product without any chemicals. So that is my motto. Since 6 years back I suffered a lot with some allopathy medication side effects and some health issues. Then I realized health is very important, and everybody starting from children to elder age, everybody is suffering from health issues. So what are the main reasons for this? So my focus already, I am from a research background, my focus has increased to what are the main struggling points to make healthy. So I found out two reasons. First thing is lack of immunity, and the second thing is loss of probiotics, that means gut microflora. After covid we have used so many antibiotics, right? So based on this medication, antibiotic medication gives the loss of microflora in the gut. So these two are the main target points to improve our health. So my focus is towards to these 2 points. So that's why I was developed my focus on to immune enhancing products, and that too specifically preservative free and chemical free. So later I gone through so many concepts, trainings, because I am from pharmaceutical background, I don't know the ayurveda concepts. So I gone through ayurveda concepts, panchagavya therapies, and also some fermentation technology. So there are gurujis are available, they are exploring the knowledge. So I gone through all those knowledge, and finally I catch up the main concepts behind it, and along with the scientific evidence I was implemented into our products. So here I made chemical free, completely preservative free amla juice and aloe vera juice. And this amla juice is very helpful for the children also, because we know that when the season is changing everybody will suffer with cold, cough and fevers. So my amla juice that will reduces the whatever the allergy, and that will enhances the immunity. And in addition to that we are preparing natural probiotics, so I am giving supplement to your gut. So automatically gut will be the main key role for maintaining the metabolism. So I'm just making every problem, every health issue internally and externally. For example, I'm taking hair fall. So hair fall is reducing. What are the main reasons? First main reason is the whatever the deficiency in your body. Second one is whatever the impurities or chemicals depositing in our body day by day because of pesticides, food or pollution, everything, whatever. So reasons are so many, but the main cause is only 2 to 3 point and stress. So in these things, just I'm giving internally amla juice and externally the specially prepared hair oil, and along with that vitamin B supplement also, that is also completely chemical free. So I am providing all vitamin supplements from my unit. And also for the children, my focus is on to giving health to children and women especially, because women is also suffering with so many health issues, because they have to maintain the family, career and some health issues, weakness, right? So they are dealing with so many issues, so that's why my concentration is on children and women. So I have developed 4 categories of products. First category is all are vitamin supplements. Those are completely chemical free and preservative free. And the second category is personalized laddus. That means even I prepared a milk based powder also. Usually we know that children are very fascinated for chocolate flavor. So in chocolate, biscuits and milk based powders, in everything cocoa powder is there. So day by day cocoa powder is ingesting into our body, children's body. So that will leads to caffeine percentage more in our body, right? So that's why to reduce that, I prepared beetroot and carrot based powder, protein powder, to milk into the mix. That is the second category. And the third, along with this, I prepared customized laddus also according to anemia, PCOD, whatever the health issues. I will give the laddus in that form, and I will made with rock sugar only. I will ban completely refined oils, refined sugar and refined salt. Those are not making in our products. And the next category is preventive care. For any type of health issues, I will give the natural solutions to you, how to prevent. Because if it is severe, you can go to the doctors, but whatever, prevention is better than cure. So I will give food as a medicine only. So preventive medical care is there with my solutions. And the next last category is essentials. That means soap, shampoos and aloe vera gels, everything what we are using. Starting from the day starting, we go for brushing, right? So starting from the brush, ending with the night cream, right? Everything is available chemically free and preservative free from my Sukalpa Organics. This is about my company.
That is really quite interesting range of product. I wish that all the products will get leveraged here,
Okay.
and people should adopt all these chemical-free, pest-free products, naturally grown, organically grown.
Organically, 100% organically grown. Everything is scientifically proved,
Okay.
evident.
That's really wonderful, madam. We wish that this exhibition should give you more impetus and more leverage in future. Thank you so much for coming
Thank you.
here
Thank you very
and
much.
giving us your precious time. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Krishna, he is the director at Axis Solar. We welcome you, sir, on board, and we wish that your stall is doing good business here. And we also wish that in future you will have more such events with us, and your business will grow rapidly with such events. Sir, I would like to know about your startup, how you have come into this, and how you thought that being so much competitive, the solar segment is already so much competitive. What benefit a seller or a distributor could have out of you, and what is that competitive advantage your company is having?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for introduction. So, I got your question. You're asking about the competition, right? Yes. Industry specific in construction industry, there's a competition everywhere in any product. Coming to solar, we entered into solar before there was no competition. There was no awareness as such. It was just starting. From 9 years, yes, we had faced so much. Initially, it was educating customers. Now, customers educating us, and price competition is only going on. And yeah, industry is very competitive, but still, we hardly scratch the surface. Uh, Barely solar has been installed in, though we have an ambitious target from government, but still there is a lot of scope, and government is also pushing it big time. So yes, anyone is always welcome in this industry because rapidly growing. And from Tata Power, we are a channel partner for Tata Power. So from Tata Power, we are actually taking people like us. Though there is a competition, still we want people to come because we believe if there is competition, there is business.
So I just want to know that being all governments and all industries are coming for say renewable source of energy and a continuous source of energy. Though we have developed technologies, inverters to enhance the solar productivity, do you think that government should also make certain schemes or should promote these things? Like, I would like to know what are the present schemes for individuals and for industry people, how they can get benefited from say schemes or some government programs. How can they get benefited?
Government actually is giving subsidies for residential customers. It's around 20 to 30% depending on the capacity, and also the gated communities is giving subsidies. Subsidies are very fast; they are coming very quickly from central government. For industries, if they have a depreciation on their tax benefits are there up to 40%. Normal machinery it is 15% only, and also there is lot other benefits in future it will come. As of now we are hoping green carbon tax, carbon credits, etc., but not active in Indian government now, but we are it's in outside. So from couple of startups are just started using this coins as crypto as solar cryptos uh, as carbon credit, and also carbon trading is coming up in blockchain. uh, People are working now. This it's under progress. Definitely we are expecting some good turnout in 4 to 5 years, but yeah, with current benefits, with current government schemes, and in manufacturing we are not doing manufacturing, but in manufacturing also there are so many PLA schemes available with government. Lucrative, very lucrative actually, because we have ambitious target as I told you of to 40 gigawatt till 2025. So yeah, this is pushing, and also we have international solar alliance as a belt. We come under a green. We are called a green zone, and also sun zone. I mean, I'm unable to declare the terminology, but the countries like India, Africa, and all have sun for 300 days. So they want to put a solar alliance, international solar alliance, and our country is leading it. So yeah, in future, is the government is actually encouraging us very well. The payments are good. Yeah.
So, being from industry, how should I approach? Say, if I wish to have a solar plant or I wish to have solar panels or for my company or for my home. In both these two cases, how should I approach you or what is the process to get these subsidy and to get these schemes beneficial for me?
Process pretty simple, sir. When you call us from our website and any digital field, we come to you. We do the site survey, and we tell you how much capacity you require. We do the analysis of your monthly bill, or if your industry it's a yearly base, and we see your site. For example, the roof is like this, so we do the engineering, and we see how maximum yield will be set up. From Tata Power, from Access Solar, we do the site visit. We are the foot for Tata Power. So we do the engineering and we give it to the engineering team of Tata Power. So they approve it, making sure all the guidelines have been passed. Compared to other companies, what they do, they are not bothered about the yield and all because लगा के चले जाएंगे. But we actually make sure Tata Power makes sure that it comes with a good safety standards, good maintenance and all. Later on, after that, coming to residential subsidy, everything is taken by us, licensing part and everything from the government and all. And also industries also we do the licensing part, do installation and everything. So do just and also we provide finance. We provide finance to residential customers, industrial customers. We are associated with all the banks and also NBFCs. So it's simple. You call us, we do everything for you. You just give the approval and payments. That's it. It's a turnkey basis.
So your infrastructure is off grid or what is the grid integration system you have with your company?
Primarily, it's on grid because we don't have much power cuts now. So going for off grid is again a battery maintenance. So primarily it's on grid, but if you feel there is a power cut in your area and all, definitely suggest off grid also. We do hybrid as well, three systems. So on grid, primarily on grid. Out of 100, 95 would be on grid, 5 would be off grid, hybrid. That's it.
Thank you so much, sir, for this wonderful information. And we wish that such endeavors and government schemes will help people to get more out of the solar energy. And we wish all the best and all the great success to your company. Thank you so much, sir, for coming
Thank you for
here
the
and
opportunity.
being part of FTCCI event. Thank you so much. Hello, everyone. Now we have Mr. Mahesh Dipandia from Allied E-Cycles. Welcome you, sir. We wish that people like you who have gone through decades and developed the product on such latest technology would definitely be very beneficial for upcoming years. Sir, I would like to know about your product and what kind of services you are providing. As everybody now is focusing more on renewable energy, and the products which are being run through renewable energy resources, how these are so much competitive, because still we are mostly focusing on, say, enhancement of, say, fossil fuel. So how do we see the future, and these products, how can they be most beneficial for youngsters and people who are going or moving towards non-renewable resources?
Thank you, Ankit. I'm having a pleasure to be with you, and I want to appraise this particular product which I have, with passion, I have developed. My main line is exporters. I'm into exports for the last 26 years, and prior to that, I was into manufacturing of electrical and electronic components. We are one of the pioneers in electronic. We are one of the pioneers in electronic component manufacturing activity by name Allied Connectors. But coming to our product, today I am trying to emphasize on this. You mentioned 2 points. One is competitiveness of this product, which all over India today, electric cycles, motorcycles, vehicles and cars are coming up. But the basic lithium-ion batteries and basic lithium-ion components which are coming from China has to be either barred or either it should be stopped, or we should indigenize them by way of our technological upgradation, which has not yet happened. I have 2-3 friends who are taking up all these projects, particularly in Hyderabad and Bangalore. One party is already there to come up with the incubation plants for manufacturing of lithium-ion cells. If at all we come up with lithium-ion cells, the cost of one each cell will come down independently and our input cost will go down. By then, it will be more competitive, and my whole motto to bring this e-cycle is to give it to a common man. If you read my literature, I want to reach this to a common man who is struggling day in and day out. People like us sitting in air-conditioned rooms and all, we enjoy, we don't mind spending 10,000, 20,000 or 1 lakh rupee on a beautiful car or electric car. But those who are walking on the road and day in and day out, they are sweating out themselves. They are unable to meet ends. And for them, putting fuel in a petrol-based vehicle or fossil fuel, as you said, is not economical. And flying up and down from their work to the houses and giving bread and butter to their family members is not easy for them. So I want to give, now that in last 70 years I have taken from the society, now I want to give back to the society by way of my own inputs. I don't want profit in this. Profit is absolutely inconsequential. Today I am here and sitting all before all of you to see that a common man should grow. When in our country, our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji also is addressing the common man, their products, their problems he is attending, rather than those who have already elevated themselves beyond 100, 200 or 5,000 crores. Those who have amassed good wealth, I'm not going to talk about that, but I want to tell you that this technology which we want to emphasize and try to come up with a big mind should be given encouragement by media by people like FTCCI. And in fact, I also want to tell that I was past president of our association from Sanat Nagar. And in Sanat Nagar, we have told everyone to use this particular type of vehicles so that we don't spend more on the fuel, that is petrol or diesel. Rather than we save them so that our exchequer money to foreign exchange is lessened. Thank you.
Uh, as you've mentioned about that, we are still procuring lithium-ion batteries from China. Means basically, how do you see the future in India in lithium-ion production as a ore extraction? And see, in recent times, we have seen cars coming from, say, batteries are coming from China, and the cost of production is going too high. So do you see a future in nearby so that the lithium-ion can be extracted in India, and this would beneficially would going to be beneficial for battery production in India, that would eventually come down the prices?
Mr. Ankit, in maybe 1 hour, I'll be receiving a friend of mine who is from Hyderabad. He has already gone in, he's into mines. He is also having lithium ion mines, and he has already got into incubation plant at Patancheru. And 2-3 parties have developed in incubation of making lithium ion cells. And one party in Bangalore by name Mr. Mittal, he is already into this production. He has spent almost 6,000 crores on this particular project. But he has also only gone into a anode collaboration with France. And backward integration with lithium ion cells, he has not yet done. But this gentleman to whom I am going to meet today, we are having a discussion with them, and they are definitely going to come up in a big way. Because 2 plants with collaboration with Japan and Germany. Because Japanese technology and German technology are totally differently apart for manufacturing the pigment and basics cells. And those things are going to be very important on productionization. And tomorrow, if we want even 1 million pieces, it will be available by 2024 end. That's what is my reading.
That's really wonderful, sir. We would like to know the product range do you have at your company, and how we can purchase these products through offline channels or online channels.
I am telling you about my product. In 2019, I started, after coming back from USA, to develop one cycle for my own boy, because these boys are flying up and down and they are getting little older. So I thought, let me give them a little boost by giving a electric vehicle. I got it done. Both of them are enjoying today after 2-3 years of service also. Incidentally, when I came to know that around Hyderabad and around India, we are going to get all the, apparatus for fixing the cycle. I am not an innovator, I am not an indigenous developer, but I am an assembler, I should tell you very frankly. I assemble cells, I assemble controllers, I assemble these hub motors on the given cycle. I am not even going for cycle, because if my friend, even Narasimha Rao Garu, if he comes, my whole bigger idea was to go in for a cycle manufacturing plant. That was in 1961, we started making cycle valves, for your information. And under valve tube, my company is started in 1961. We were making valves for trucks, cycles, and other accessories. But coming back to again our subject, this particular cycle which we have made is for a prototype. I should say prototype. I want to know the feedback from the ground. What type of application should go down the level for general public who can access it more easily? Because of new technology, by sensors and all, you can have access to the cycles which are located. They can be given services from railway. Yesterday, gentleman, one Mr. Pavan had dropped into my stall, and he gave me a good illustration of how better these cycles can be utilized for our communication, for the better of trafficking. Our traffic should also come down by way of utilization of these metros and this cycle services, so that we can give services at all the railway stations, all the metro stations, so that people need not bring their vehicles on the road and they have to just ply this metro take the cycle or bicycle or whatever available mode of transport is there, go to their works, come back to that particular station, and again go back to their houses. See, this type of concepts, if it is implemented by our general public, it will be more appropriate for the transportation and everybody. Fuel also will be saving, traffic time, running time between workplace to there, and the stresses also will not come. And will also be relieved of lot of manpower. The time and all will be saved by us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Pandya. Uh, I'm glad to tell you that FTCCI is also doing something for EV industry as well. So we are in negotiation with a Danish company to start a e-mobility lab in Hyderabad. So we believe that we can also be the key person for forward integration of your product and prototype, and that would eventually be helping people to start their own small business of EV charging station and to repair product or to repair batteries as well. So we believe that this affiliation with FTCCI would also help our company to grow and to have more segmentation in market.
I am ready to give cooperation for forward back integration as well as backward integration. Because of my technical background, because of my involvement in technological upgradation of my products and my technology, I am always available. You can always. And what I have developed today is not a single point agenda. I have got a lot of agendas again below my belt, but maybe because of age constraint, I may not be able to give that much thrust. But given opportunity with young people like you, we will be definitely able to do it forward.
Thank you so much, Pandya ji, to be the part of this exhibition. And we wish that events like this and our joint endeavors will definitely going to be fruitful. Thank you, sir, for coming here and giving your precious time. Thank you. I request Mr. Kiran to please brief about the product, our application, how it is beneficial for a person, for a small business owner or for a medium business owner to have a better marketing solution or customer centric solution.
Sure, Mr. Ankit. So before that, thank you for giving an opportunity to explain about our product. And first of all, I'd like to thank FTCCI to conduct this kind of huge thing, and we were very happy to be a part of this. And it happened like we are able to explain to a couple of MSMEs who walked into our stalls. So before that, first of all, I'd like to say where it started. No, the idea where it started. So as we were into IT, so particularly I'm into IT since last 2 decades. So I know how expensive it is to build a custom application for any business. But now the digital transformation is becoming must for any business, whether they may small or they may big, right? Because now the mantra became different. The more you make customers lazy, the more you get success. So the laziness always comes in giving everything to their doorsteps, right? That's where it started. So what we thought of is because for a small business, people like MSME you take, or a small retail shop you take, for them building their own website or they're keeping their own server space or building their own one second. Like building their own mobile applications is pretty expensive. So what we thought is, why can't we just make it as a general application, so which can cater to each segment, like starting from a retail segment, a small retailer, to a mid-level manufacturer who cannot afford lakhs and crores of rupees to build their application. So as again I can say that custom applications are something different than a generalized application. So we took the general part, like which is mostly required by the business people. Say example, I'll say to become a digital transformation, they need a website. So we are giving a website on a few clicks for them, and they need an online business listing. So that we are making it easy. They need to add their products to be visualized by all the people, including their USPs or their photographs of the products. So that we are making it easy. And the next part is order management. So we are giving a complete order management starting from a product based company or a service based company. So, and the next part is user can buy or order the product online, or any service provider. For a service provider, user can book an appointment online. But the best part in Topico is Topico will never involve in any monetary aspects. I'll tell you the reason why. So we developed so much of application. Developing that is not a big deal for us. But the thing is, now you can see there are a lot of e-commerce applications who are playing a very big role in the Indian market. And the charges of the aggregation, the platform charges, you can say, or the commissions what they are charging, so that is killing the small business people by paying huge amounts to them. So Topico thought, let us not involve into that. Let us give every facility what a business is required on a very nominal subscription base. So that is what the evaluation, the Topico evolved. Yeah.
As this app is subscription-based business model you're having, how this makes different from other platform services like the competitors like Just Dial and other applications are also coming up with the integrated solution of brand and promotion. How, as a person, as a business owner, it would be beneficial for me to get attached to Topico and to have a better subscription. How we have the categorization of subscriptions at Topico. Can you please elaborate about it?
Sure, sure. So, as you said, there are a couple of applications. You mentioned a name. Those are all comes under classified category. So Topico is not a classified app, or Topico is not a aggregator app. It's your own tool to ease out your business operations. So that is what I'm saying from the beginning. Like, it's your digital transformation tool where you can come online, you have your own space, you have your own product category, you have your own market space. See, classified, what will happen is basically, I go for a classified. So when people search for that kind of category, you'll find a lot of things, right? In Topico, you have an option to promote your USP, and we are giving a connectivity between you and your customer. It is not like, I give you customers. Topico is your own platform where you can connect. Like how you are using Tally and Wings or other things for the accounting part, use Tally as your customer relation management and your order management. So that is how we are different than any other people. So when you want to build your own application, it is very expensive. So coming to Topico, on a very nominal subscription, I can proudly say we are just charging less than a tea price per day to subscribe in Topico. So the reason for it is, most of my people, we all will say, even, I heard that Pandeji told you about Digital Bharat. So even we are, our honorable Prime Minister is creating this Digital Bharat, constructing a huge platform. We want to add one brick into that. So Topico is likely doing that.
This Topico application is available for all the platforms?
Yeah, we are available for web, Android, and iOS.
It's really wonderful. So how can we reach to your application? Is it available on Google platform, or someone needs to go to the website or download it?
No, user can directly go to their mobile Play Store or App Store. Just say Topiko, Topico. The meaning of Topico itself is local.
That's really wonderful, Kiran sir. We are highly elated to have you on board with FTCCI, and we wish that this platform and through forward integration, we would also have so many subscription in future as well. We would also request you to be the part of our organization and to disseminate these information to new entrepreneurs.
Soon we'll be a part of FTCCI.
Thank you so much for being the part of FTCCI this event, and we wish all the success and a great business ahead. Thank you so much, sir. Now we have Ms. Rupa Reddy with us from Brilliant Technologies, a A-star rated company. So this company is basically dealing in Teleprime. I would like to know, madam, that what other services and products do we have with us?
Yeah, hi. So actually, we Brilliant Technologies. We are certified 5-star certified partners of Tally. Okay, so basically, Brilliant Technologies is not only we are into Tally, we are specialized in customization and implementation of all kind of softwares, and which are related for all kind of segment of industries. So we provide solutions for even manufacture, pharma, so and all segment of industries. So like as you asked, apart from Tally, we provide cloud solutions, cyber security. So we to deal with that. So we started our company in 2001, and we do also have training center where we provide training for Tally for free of cost.
That's really great. So, how do you see a vision of your company in which all other areas you are going to cover in near future?
So basical vision is we just want to like make it wide, and we just want to open something branches, or we just want to spread it all over India. So basically we have our branches not only Hyderabad, even in Chennai and in Bangalore. So we just want to spread it throughout India. So I want to see my company as one of the best tally service provider in India.
How one can reach to your company to have services offered by you? Is it available online, and how one can reach to you?
So we do provide online and offline services. So we have a team, okay, who visit the clients, and we do services.
Do we have any website, or
Yeah.
how we can reach to your stall?
Yeah, you
Your
can reach us on. So our company Brilliant Technologies is in Banjara Hills Road number 2. We do reach us on www.brillianttechnologies.in. Okay, and happy to be here at this IIT Expo, and our stall is M2. For any further details, you just please do visit our stall.
Thank you so much, Rupaji, to be the part of this event, and we wish all the success and a good business ahead. Thank you so much.
Attention all exhibitors. I request you again that in a short while we are going to start our valediction program. This would be the conclusive session of our B2B interaction. I request all representatives from exhibitions to please gather at stage. Thank you.
So, sir, thank you once again for gracing the occasion. Today we have around 130 booths representing 5 sectors: EV, printing, packaging, renewable energy, and food processing. Of course, we have smaller MSMEs also. We are thankful to State Government of Telangana and the Ministry of MSME because a lot of MSMEs could participate and they would be reimbursed under the scheme of MSMEs. We also have few women entrepreneurs who have participated. So I invite. Okay, so. एक minute.
Good evening. First of all, let me thank Narasimha Reddy Garu for sparing his valuable time and grace the occasion. And we were chasing him since last 2-3 days. साहब बहुत busy हैं, but he took out today time and he was kind enough to visit us. And not only state government, TSIC is also one of the partners, and they have supported us also along with other organizations. So we are grateful to you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Like to hear from you also, sir. We are, since yesterday we are talking. we are. Please, sir.
Good evening to all. I have immense pleasure meeting you all here. FTCCI, for the first time, as a maiden attempt, they have started this exhibition. I really appreciate the initiative taken by them, and I congratulate them, Mr. Agarwal, Kathy, and the whole team of FTCCI. Long association with FTCCI, they have been conducting various seminars, various understanding trainings, etc., etc. I think this is for the first time you are also having this exhibition. And the subjects that are selected are also very impressive. For example, the emerging technologies that are there in the renewable energies, that is order of the day. Now every big company speaks about how to become a carbon neutral company. So in that context, whatever you are doing as an entrepreneur, this exposure definitely goes a long way. So I really appreciate the participants also here for taking out their time, energy, and coming over there and trying to give the best performance, whatever is there on your company side, trying to put it on to the expo and making yourself available to the people. That is very, very important. As an entrepreneur, if you fail to do your marketing, the business won't run. So for such things, basically from the state also, from the country also, we always participate in the international events. The reason is very simple. The reason from the government also, that the state is projected, the state's ecosystem in a particular sector is also well presented across the world on various fora, so that we can attract the investments. If various investments come into the state, into the country, that will strengthen the ecosystem that already set up here. That is one. Second thing is, it also gives immense opportunities for the new entrepreneurs and also to the startup companies to think more and try to find out new ways of doing the business. So this is also very key. And also I have seen food processing expositions here. Some of the good stalls are also here. In food processing, particularly when we talk about Telangana, as you are seeing, and our Honorable Minister also mentions every time and again, we are into five revolutions, going with the five revolutions, not only the green revolution into the agriculture, but the allied sectors. The milk production has gone up and the white revolution is happening. And government has promoted a large number of sheep production here, giving incentives to the community. Now the sheep production has gone up by 100% in the state in last 5 6 years. So thereby there is ample opportunity in meat processing as well. But the technology has to be properly looked into, and how to make it marketable and value addition, that is very important. And also we are promoting now about 20 lakhs of acres in next 3 to 4 years into oil palm. Oil palm we have been importing from various countries. Why not we enter into that sector and become self-sufficient? That will help both ways. One is the farmers, another one is the consumer. So the consumer need not pay much and the farmer will get benefited with that kind of agriculture. So water is abundant with the Kaleshwaram project, as all of you know, and each and every habitation is covered with drinking water. The health is taken care now. Now the very important aspect for the government is to create the employment. You are the employment creators. From the government side, we will be providing very less number of employment, but ample opportunities are there in the industry only. That's the reason the industrial policy is very vibrant, very new. TS IPAS is there. The quick approvals are given. Even in the building plans, TS BPAS is there. Likewise, government has done its best to create an ecosystem into the ease of doing business. But here, the important thing that lies with you. We have created the environment for setting up your units. But now you have to think about cost of doing your business, cost of manufacturing, how to reduce it, how to compete with the world. This is very important. In such things, such expositions, exhibitions will help you a lot in cross learning. This is very important. FTC has done this on a good platform. Probably some of you or most of you may like to go into other expositions and expos that happen across India, across the world. There is a scheme also from the government, from the MSME Ministry of Government of India, and also from the state government support. We will also sponsor some of you wherever you want to. For example, new technology is there, a new startup company is there. They want to showcase in various exhibitions across the world. You don't have wherewithal, the expenditure part. We will support you from government funding to go and participate in that particular area. All these things are available on website also, but I request all of you, please always keep track of what is happening around you. This is also very important. In these 130 plus stalls, we have also tried to put up one or two stalls where the prototyping testing can also happen. The T-Works, probably you have seen. This is one of its kind. Nowhere in India it is there. It is only in Hyderabad. About 70,000 square feet of constructed area, built up area is provided for this, and all world-class machinery is available there. You have lot of ideas in your mind, but how to do a prototype? You cannot go into any manufacturing company and request for CNC mission or some other mission to do your job. They may not allow you. But here you can go to that T-Works and you can try your product there. And once the product is there, even T-Works also connects you to the various investors. And also it gives a platform to interact with various big manufacturers as well. That is the platform created. T-Works is one such place. This is one of its kind. Actually, in the world, there is only one larger than this, that is in France. You know very well, French and German, all these people are technologically very advanced. So we are trying to provide all these facilities from the government side. Now the time is for the youngsters, the new entrepreneurs coming into the business. They should understand all these things and make use of that. And again, you are also aware that how government has created T-Hub, the IT ecosystem, IT startup space, that is world's largest, whether you know it or not, world's largest IT startup ecosystem, startup facility that is created, T-Hub. So therefrom, I am also happy to share with you, out of 8 to 9 unicorns in India, there are a couple of people from Hyderabad who became unicorns. So there is opportunity that is waiting for you. The thing is, you have to be very sincere in your efforts and you have to penetrate into the market. You have to utilize the platforms that are created like this. And definitely, the coming days are of the industry only. We are very good in IT in the entire country, and now we are progressing very much in manufacturing. And one way COVID has troubled us, but other way it has created a lot of opportunities. You please try to understand that from China and China, most of the companies are now trying to come out. One such company we could attract to state, that is Foxconn. So Foxconn is going to manufacture the AirPods in Hyderabad. Made in Hyderabad is going to be supplied across the world. So we are, from the government, we are trying our level best to attract the investments, but the big investors always look at the talent that is available here, the ecosystem already existing here, what kind of ancillary units are already functioning here, what kind of new technologies this place can offer to them. These are very, very important. This can only happen in such platforms where all of you have interaction, understand the new things that are happening across the world, keep contemporary, and try to grab the opportunity and get going. I once again wish you all success, and I really congratulate FTCCI once again. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your encouraging words, sir. And TSIIC is also one of our partner and has helped us. And in fact, our team member actually visited all the islas and other places and to mobilize this whole exhibition. So that's how we got a lot of participants from those areas. So we would also like to acknowledge our partners, starting with TSIIC, IIMR, T-Hub, T-Works, IIP, BNI, ICRISAT, TS Redco, MyGrid, and My Startup TV. Thank you all of you for your support. We also take this opportunity to thank our title sponsor Greenco for supporting us in putting up this show together. Our banking partner ICICI Bank, Force Solar, our associate partners Force Solar, Quantum Energy, Standard Kitchen, Nitsela Organics, and Pokarna. Thank you so much for partnering with the FTCCI for this event. Last but not the least, we would like to thank all the 130 stall owners who agreed to participate and take a risk with the FTCCI, considering this is our maiden exhibition. And like I said, your feedback is very, very important to all of us. So please feel free to write back to us and we will take it in on a very, very positive note. Like we said, sir, in last 3 days, we had around 9,000 to 10,000 footfalls. So while one team was very, very busy mobilizing it on social media, other team was trying to sell the booth space. So, we went through series of challenges, but we are glad that we've come to a successful conclusion of this event. So thank you to all of you for this. It wouldn't have been possible without you. And I request you, sir, to please present memento to all our stall owners, and I would be reading out their names one by one, and you all please come up on the stage and receive your memento. We'll start with Government of Russell Khaimah, UAE. From Government of Russell Khaimah, UAE. Do you want me to read like this? Okay. 101 acres real estate and infra developers. Please come up on the stage. Go, not really. Okay. Give to them. AP Products Private Limited. Can I read from here? Because then I can read something about the company also. AB Solar Power Systems. Can we have a bigger round of applause for all our exhibitors, please? ABDA Digital Private Limited.
Anubhav Industrial Belts. I request Private Limited. I request ATN Global Network Private Limited. I request Automation Solutions. Representative from Automator. Axis Solar. Okay. Automator. BR Medical Research and Software Solution Private Limited. This one. BCDC Cloud Centers Private Limited.
BCDC Cloud Center.
CET Power Solution Belgium. Best Engineering Technologies. Brilliant Technologies. Capeximize India Private Limited. Challenge Fitness, I request Creamline Dairy Product, Jersey. Creamline Dairy Products, Jersey. I request Aditya ji from Daifuku Intralogistic India Private Limited. I request Ecolastic Product Private Limited. Economic Development Board, Mauritius. Economic Development Board, Mauritius. Electromech Engineers. Electromech Engineers. Embelliso India Packaging Private Limited. Emblex. Representative from Emblex. I request Enchantic Cafe and Confectionery. Force Motors. Representatives from Force Motors. Fortune Art Wires and Cables Private Limited. Force Solar Energy Systems Private Limited. Geeta Pearls and Jewelers. Representative from Geeta Pearls and Jewelers. Greenco Group. Greenco. representative from Growth Stories, Growth Story. Hawks Fire and Security Systems Private Limited, Growth Story.
Growth stories, just look now.
Hawks Fire and Security System Private Limited, Hypercube Analytics Private Limited, representative from HICIA, I request representative from Hypercube Analytic Private Limited, I request representative from HICIA,
Nobody's there. Next.
ICICI Bank, representative from ICRISAT, representative from Indian Institute of Packaging, IIT Madras, Jai Rajendra Impex Private Limited, Jarsh Innovations Private Limited, Jivita Enterprises, K Computers, we have Mr. Jai Rajendra from Impex, K Computers, KS Printing Solutions, Lives Trade Private Limited, Lion Charge,
Lion charge, the lion is charged.
MV Automobiles, Macromedia Digitals Imaging Private Limited, Malla Reddy University, Agri Products, MSME Development Institute, Geeta Pulse and Jewelry, My Grid, Nirman Organization, Nistala Organics Hughes, OMI Reliable Logistic, OMI Reliable Logistics, Onyx Furniture, I request Omni Reliable Logistic, OpenTech Consultants Private Limited, OpenTech Consultants Private Limited, Oscar Global Services, Oscar Global Services, Osmosis Software Solutions Private Limited, Park Systems, Pokarna, Pratishtha Industries Limited, Prompt Packaging, Quantum Energy, RS Power Saver Solution. Ragnai Ads. Royal Appliances. Royal Appliances. Next, Royal Innovative. Royal Innovative. Sadguru Audit and GRC Solutions Private Limited. Sahasra Crop Science. Sambhav Eco Products. Skyshed Daylights Private Limited. Solar Bull Energy LLP. Suvenrit Advertisement Agency. Spretech Lipid Process Technologies Private Limited. Standard Kitchens India. Ready to eat. Startup TV. Sukalpa Organics. Sunworks. Sunworks. Suntech.
Good evening, everyone. As my new concept and a new startup, I found a good opportunity here. I'm very thankful and happy to participate on this FTCCI because I found few contacts which I was struggled for few months. I found here, and thank you very much and happy to be here.
Sunworks. Superfoods for you. SDJ Healthcare Private Limited. Tejasvi Group. Tejasvi Group. Telangana State Girijan Cooperative Corporation Limited. Telangana State Girijan Cooperative Corporation Limited. Temple Vibes Beyond Sound. Topico Private Limited. Tea Works. Telangana State Girijan Cooperative Corporation Limited. Vidya Herbs Private Limited. Vishwa Vishwavani Institute of Systems and Management. VNR Institute of Engineering and Technology. Visa Power Transmission. VSA Power Transmission. VVE Transformers Private Limited. Zeelabek India Private Limited.
Everyone took theirs and theirs. और कौन है और एक मिनट
Is there anybody who is still left with the name?
Which company?
Elevate. Dr. Kajal Sutar, Gujarat Informatics Limited. Dr. Kajal Sutar, Gujarat Informatics Limited. CFTRI. Government of Ras Al Khaimah UAE, Allied Manufacturing Industries,
Madam, this one.
Dana Pani,
Anything missing, I will management marketing team will supply.
if anybody is still missing, they can contact our marketing team. So that was the list. Now I request our CEO, Khyati ji, to please take over.
टीम को बोलूं क्या दे ऐसे ही नहीं टीम को बोलूं दे हाँ I okay. I invite all my team members to please come up on the stage and present this small token of appreciation to our chief guest. Come on, come on. Yeah. Come fast. Come. Come.
Hello, how are you?
Solutions. Anybody